the cloud that painted with rain. Once upon a time, in the vast and gentle sky above the rolling hills of a small American town, lived a little cloud named Nimbus. Nimbus was not like the other clouds. While most clouds drifted lazily, content to simply float and watch the world below, Nimbus was filled with curiosity and a longing to create something beautiful. He spent his days gazing down at the earth, marveling at the colors and shapes that changed with each season. Fields of golden wheat waving in the wind, sparkling blue rivers winding like ribbons, and forests painted in 1,000 shades of green and amber. Yet Nimbus felt a twinge of sadness. You see, clouds could only share their gifts in one way, by bringing rain. Some clouds rumbled and flashed with thunder, others sprinkled gentle showers, but Nimbus wondered if there wasn't something more he could do. He wished he could share the beauty he saw in his heart. One bright morning, as the sun rose and painted the sky in hues of pink and orange, Nimbus floated over the town and saw children running outside, laughing and chasing each other through the dewy grass. Their laughter echoed up to him, and Nimbus felt a warm, ticklish feeling inside. He wanted to make the children smile even more. As the day wore on, Nimbus watched as the town artists set up their easels in the park, dipping their brushes into puddles of color and swirling them across canvases. How wonderful it must be to paint, Nimbus thought. If only I could paint too, and share my dreams with everyone below. Just then, a gentle wind named Zephyra fluttered by. She saw Nimbus deep in thought and floated beside him. "Why the long face, little cloud?" she asked, swirling around him playfully. "Oh, Zephyra," Nimbus sighed. "I wish I could paint like the artists do. All I have is rain, and sometimes people don't seem to like that very much." Zephyra twirled thoughtfully. "But rain is magical. You can help things grow, fill rivers and lakes, and even make rainbows. Maybe you just haven't found the right way to share your rain yet." Nimbus pondered her words. "But how could I paint with rain?" Zephyra winked. "Every artist needs a canvas. Perhaps you could find yours on the ground below." Nimbus watched as a gentle shower passed by, leaving behind glistening puddles and sparkling leaves. But the people below hurried for cover, worried about getting wet. Nimbus frowned. "My rain only seems to make people rush and hide." "Maybe," Zephyra whispered, "you just need to show them something wonderful. Let your rain be your paint, and the world will be your canvas." Inspired, Nimbus floated higher, thinking and thinking. What if he could paint something so beautiful with his rain that people would come out and celebrate, instead of hiding away? But how? As evening approached, Nimbus noticed a group of children looking up at the sky. One of them pointed and shouted, "Look! It's a rainbow!" The children gasped in delight as colors arched across the sky, painted by sunlight and rain working together. Nimbus's heart leapt. "That's it. I can paint with my rain, but I need a little help from the sun." The next morning, Nimbus waited patiently for the perfect moment. As the town woke, sunlight poured over the rooftops, and the air was fresh and cool. Nimbus gathered his courage and let out a gentle shower, light as a whisper, letting his raindrops fall softly to the ground. The sun's rays caught each drop, scattering light across the sky. And there, stretching above the town, appeared the most brilliant, shimmering rainbow anyone had ever seen. Its colors were so vivid, it seemed to dance and sing in the morning light. Children came running from their homes, eyes wide with wonder. Artists hurried to capture the sight in their paintings. Families stood together, pointing up at the sky, smiles spreading across their faces. Nimbus beamed with pride. He had painted with his rain, and the sun had helped him turn it into something magical. The townspeople cheered and waved up at the sky, calling, "Thank you, Nimbus!" From that day on, whenever the sky grew grey and the rain began to fall, the people of the town didn't hide away. Instead, they looked up, hoping to catch a glimpse of Nimbus's next masterpiece. Sometimes it was a rainbow, other times it was the way the rain made the flowers sparkle, or how the puddles reflected the stars at night. Nimbus learned that his gift was more than just rain. With a little imagination and a touch of sunshine, he could paint the world in ways no one had ever seen before. As the seasons changed, Nimbus and Zephyra became the best of friends. Together they dreamed up new ways to surprise and delight the town below. In the spring, Nimbus painted fields with gentle showers, coaxing wildflowers to bloom in every color. In the summer, his soft rains cooled the earth, making the grass greener than ever. In autumn, he sprinkled golden drops that made the fallen leaves shimmer like precious jewels. And in winter, when the world grew cold and still, he sometimes sent sparkling snowflakes, each one a tiny, unique work of art. The children of the town grew up, but they never forgot Nimbus, the cloud who painted with rain. They told their own children stories about the magical days when rain became rainbows and the sky became a canvas for dreams. One day, many years later, a little girl named Ivy looked up at the sky and saw Nimbus drifting by. She waved and called, "Paint us a picture, Nimbus." Nimbus, now a wise and gentle cloud, smiled and sent down a soft shower. The sun peeked through the clouds, and a rainbow blossomed once again, arching high above the town. Ivy's eyes sparkled with wonder, and her friends gathered around her, pointing and laughing with delight. The magic of Nimbus's gift lived on, for every child who looked to the sky with hope and imagination. And so, Nimbus continued to paint with his rain, sharing his love and joy with the world below. For he had learned that the greatest masterpieces are those that bring happiness to others, and that everyone, no matter how small, can create beauty just by sharing what's inside their heart. As the sun set behind the hills, painting the clouds with gold and rose, Nimbus drifted peacefully across the evening sky, dreaming of new colors and new ways to share his gift. And down below, in the little town where rainbows danced and dreams took flight, the people looked up and smiled, grateful for the cloud who painted with rain. But this was not the end of Nimbus's story. For the world is wide, and there are always new dreams to discover, new friends to meet, and new masterpieces waiting to be painted, if only you dare to look up and believe. So, the next time you see a cloud rolling across the sky, or feel a gentle rain on your cheeks, remember Nimbus, and know that even the smallest cloud can hold the biggest dreams. And who knows, perhaps on a bright and hopeful day, you'll look up and see a rainbow painted just for you. And that, dear listener, is the magic of the cloud that painted with rain.